Hi guys, my name is Akolade and this is Akolade the Realist podcast. Yeah, and this is January 11th, 01 a.m. Nigerian time. Yeah, in Nigeria. Yeah, so today, last week I actually recorded a sample podcast, or should I say, a welcome podcast for just to talk about practically what I'll be doing in this podcast. So basically, what I'll be doing in this podcast, just to reiterate again, is I'll just be talking about things that are real, that are relatable, and that are very, very relatable to your personal lives. Down to anything you can actually think of that is relatable. I'm not going to try and move into controversial stories. I know there's a story trending now in Nigeria about pastors and the likes, but no, that's not my thing. My thing is just to talk about let's talk about life, growth, commitment, self improvement, and anything relatable and real. Yeah, so that is what this podcast is all about. So today, I'm going to talk about myself more. I'm going to talk about work. I'm going to talk about 2024. I'm going to talk about basically me. Then just talk about anything that comes. So, yeah, let's start with me. Yeah. So basically, I I set some goals for this year, and I could say I've started one of them, right? And they've not been really timed to really do or start other things. One of the goals I set for myself is actually learn some skill like so I'm into tech basically. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about myself, so especially just chip in a little things about myself. So I'm into tech basically. I do back-end development. Yeah, so this year I've made determined that I'm going to learn DevOps. I just know a little bit of DevOps, and which is not really good for a back-end developer. At least a substantial amount that you can able to do something. So I am determined to really learn DevOps and just upskill in that area, right? Even though it might not be easy juggling learning with working and some other activities in your life too. So, but it's something that's inevitable. You just have to learn and grow, because basically, if I don't learn, there's tendency I mean in the sport, and if if I in tech, there is always um, a change, sporadic change. Before you know it, something has happened, and you're still at number one, and tech has already moved to 100. So you need to keep learning, upskilling, learning, upskilling every single day. So I'm at that point now where I had actually set a goal to learn DevOps this year, and I even set a goal to start by January. I was just deceiving myself. I've not even started one bit, even though I have the courses I want to take already, and I have a plan for it already. But starting is the issue for me now, because I haven't really had time this year. So at work, we're actually building the product. I told you I'm a backend developer, so we're actually building the product that's about to launch, hopefully by the end of this month, right? Yeah. So the product has actually been taking a toll on me, and probably eating into a lot of my spare time and free time. Look at me now, recording this at 1 a.m. That's because I just kind of, okay, let me just shut off from work and let me just record this, because I intend to actually record this podcast every week. Yeah, so help me God. You're right. So I tend to record this every week, and just drop one or two things. It doesn't have to be so long. It can be just 10 minutes, 20 minutes or thereabout, and we're good. So yeah, so back to my work. Yeah, I so as a backend developer, it's not easy. It's not easy to iterate over things, to pick up a story and actually build it and make it work, right? that's not that's really not been so easy, but here we are doing it and pushing it. So basically, all all my time has actually been taken by my work. Literally, it's as if we're working around the clock. But it's all good. You're working, you're learning on the job, you are improving. You can see the growth, and you can see how you are actually spurring people around you to also, do more, which is very good. But that's to be managed also. Your time has to be managed also. So this year, this is the 11th of this year. I would say I'm really not had time for myself, and I'm really not, delve into the things I said I want to do. So there are many plans and many goals that I want to really achieve this year, and I know that yeah, I'm going to achieve it, and I'm going to put them forward and start as soon as possible. Yeah. So when I start learning DevOps, I'll come and tell you that I've started already, right? So yeah. So that's it about my 11th day of the year, which it was has been very hectic, right? And yeah. So and I'm just trying to just take a little bit of my time to do one or two things, and just have a little bit of time for myself, right? So, but no, that's been crazy. But yeah, we are, we're here to really, work everything out. Yeah. So that is it. That is, that's a little bit about me and how my work has gone. Yeah. So there's this, Nigerians. We came together. Nigerians, we came together, and we all agreed unanimously that 2024 will be our year of no grief for anybody, right? So literally, even at work, I'm using it at work. We have this tester at work that tests all our applications and features on the app, right? So whenever she's testing our app, we just tell her that don't grieve, no grief for anybody. Ensure that you test this thing, and if it is not working the way it should work, just mark it, flag it, and say this is not working. So that no grief for anybody has always, has been useful in sort of its own way, right? That's been useful, and that's been so good to use that, and also no grief for yourself too. I was telling one of my colleagues that it's very important to really, really, really say I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it right, and that's you telling yourself I no go grieve for myself, even though I know that there can be instances where I can be lazing around or probably tired and the likes. I know this just like I'm tired right now, but I'm still doing this right because I told myself I no go grieve. I no go grieve, man, because I know that if I go to bed 1 a.m. In fact, I can't go to bed 1 a.m. because I just decided okay, let me stop work and let me just record it, because I know that if I continue work, there's tendency that I will work till 4 a.m. Like it's very short, right? Just trying to figure out things and trying to do things right. So I was trying to avoid that. Like I told myself, I no go agree, bro. I no go agree. I gotta record this. And I have people pushing me also saying, "Oh, like, where's your recording? Where's your podcast? Where's your?" So it's actually sweet to have those people in your corner too, right? Shout out to them. They know themselves, yeah. So practically, this year is your year of no grief for yourself too. So as you are not grieving for anybody, you shouldn't even grieve for yourself too. So whatever you set out to actually do, I just believe you should do it, right? So one thing I keep asking myself and keep telling myself is, what am I supposed to be doing now? What am I supposed to be doing now? What am I supposed to be doing now? Am I supposed to do this now? Am I supposed to do that? So I'm someone that in time past, I would say I'm not really what's the word? I'm not really growing up. I was not really an organized person. I was not someone that knows how to. Talking about myself already. Nice. So I was not someone that really knows how to plan my life practically. Probably because of the way I grew up, and the people I grew up with and the likes, right? So I would say I don't really know how to plan my life then, right? But as I grew older, and as life issues come, you just have to learn those things. Learn how to really break your life into bits. If I can represent it that way, break your life into bits and start picking it one after the other, right? For you to attain, a certain goal or whatever it is. So right now, I would say that I'm in a better place because I can actually, plan my day. I can plan my whole day, and I'm not planning my day all on top of my head. I'm actually writing it down. Say, okay, when I'm done with this, I'll do this. When I'm done with that, I'll do that. When I'm done with this, I'll do this. And these are sort of helped me to really, you know, taught me to really, achieve things faster, right? So when I look at my notes, that's okay. I'm doing this now. Once I'm done with it, I take it out. That okay, I've done this, and I move on to the next thing. I move on to the next thing, just like that, like that. Before you know it, I've achieved like four, five, three things a day. So there was a time in my life that I told myself I'm going to be reading, two chapters of book every day. But I know that I was lying to myself then. I know I was lying to myself then. I tried it though, right? It actually worked. I was able to read a book with that kind of style, right? But it was not really sustainable for me because you have to wake up early, you have to pick up people. So the first thing I do is when I wake up, I just pick up my book and just mumble some prayers. Now, know what I'm saying? Just mumble some prayers and pick up the book and just read two chapters. I don't read more than that. Drop it, then move on with my life, whatever I want to do. But I know that it was not sustainable then because definitely it's not right. It's not easy to wake up early. It's not easy to wake up early. Now I was telling myself that one of the easiest thing or one of the hardest thing rather is consistency. Right? It's very very hard to be consistent. See, as simple as I'm going to drink a glass of water every morning. Trust me, that is very hard. That shit is very very hard. It is very very hard to do that. I'm going to take a glass of water every morning. You can try it. You can set that goals for yourself now. Okay, I'm going to take a glass of water every morning just to keep my body in check and be healthy. Right? Trust me, there's tendency that is that something setting, you forget, or something or something will just definitely happen for real. Because I feel consistency. I know a lot of motivational speakers will say, "Oh, you have to be consistent. You have to be this. You have to be that." Come on, that thing is so hard. Come on, it is so hard, and it's not that it's not doable, right? There are people that are very consistent and they do what they're supposed to do at the right time. Their life is organized and all those things, right? But for someone like me, I feel like I still have like a what should I use this word? This junted life. I have so many things I'm trying, right? So there's tendency that okay, I forget that I want to do this. maybe when I woke up, something that jumped into my mind, and I was like, let me quickly try it. Before time has gone to really try what I'm supposed to try. All right. So it has not. I don't think consistency is cast in stone. I don't think so. I'm fooling myself though. But I don't think it's cast in stone for real, because it is really hard to be consistent, and it's really hard to really stay focused, especially when you are in this kind of environment, the Nigerian environment, and when you have so it's a lot of things attached to consistency, right? And I'm not saying it's not doable. It's doable if you are really willing to give your life to it. If you want to, okay, let me give a scenario now. I remember when I started learning how to code, right? How to write code, right? So I took it like my life. I was literally not doing anything at that moment. I was not okay. Maybe I'm going to share this story of how I started learning how to code. I'm going to share it maybe in another episode, but let me just give you a snippet, right? So when I started learning how to code, I didn't have anything I was doing then. I was just basically, waking up, carrying my laptop, learning, waking up, carrying my laptop, learning, waking up, carrying my laptop, learning. So I was determined that is either this code or nothing. That's a different scenario now, because that was hanging on my life, because I was not doing anything then. I was not earning any income. I was not no income. When you're not any income, you know what that means in Nigeria. You're not any income. You have to eat every day. You have to shelter yourself. You have to get well, and there's no light and the like. So there's a lot attached to my learning then, because I felt like it was like blood rush. I said, if I die here, I die here. I must do it. I must get it done. So my schedule then was like someone going for a full-time job, someone doing 9 to 5, right? I wake up as early as 5 in the morning. I ensure that I have my date. That I'm in the right mindset to actually learn, right? I have my bed, brush my teeth, sit down. I don't eat till around 12, because that's another story though. So I have my bed, sit down, till around, so see, at least by 6:30 I should be done with whatever rituals I want to do. 6:30 at most. I carry my laptop. I study to read, watch videos, code, do whatever I need to do till around 12:30 or 1. At that point, I'm already getting tired. So that is already 6 hours of sitting in one spot and learning. So at that point, I'm already getting tired. The next thing I want to do is just eat and sleep. So eat and sleep. I wake up again in the evening. I fire down again till like 10. So I was in back to back about. Let me exaggerate. I was doing back to back about 10, 11, 12 hours every single day. Every single day, rather. I was doing like 12 hours to 14 hours every single day. I know, yeah, I calculated very well. 12 to 14 hours every single day. So it was literally my life then. Like, I told myself, is either this thing or nothing. So that can make you consistent, because if you know that your life is hanging on it. But once something as simple as I'm drinking drink a glass of water every day, if your life is not really hanging on it, right, you will not be consistent. But when it comes to life issues, when it comes to improving your life, when it comes to taking your life from 0 to 1, or when it comes to health issues, you take things serious. I've seen people where you tell them, oh, you have this, but don't eat this for the next so days. Don't eat this, blah blah blah. The way they will abstain from that thing, right, it's because of there's something attached to it. There's an issue attached to it. So for you to be consistent, it requires an issue, it requires a backing. So you can't just be consistent and you can't just say, okay, today, every morning I'll be going to the gym. Not lie. There's tendency that it is just an infatuation. You will end, like, you can even stop going the following day. That's how crazy it is, right? You can even stop going the following day. But if there is a motive behind it, if there's a motivation behind it, I say, okay, I want to go to the gym because blah 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 blah. Trust me, there is a way that it conditions your brain, and it tells you, okay, I'm going to the gym because of this. I'm going to the gym because of this. I'm going to the gym because of this. Even on days you are tired, on days you don't feel like, right, that comes to you and say, okay, you're going to the gym because of this, because you want to achieve this. So stand up and go. Stand up and go. That kind of thing. So what I'm saying in essence is that for you to be consistent, it requires some motive, it requires some backings. If I can use that word, it requires you to really, 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 really have something, a motive behind it. If not, there's tendency you derail, and there's tendency you don't achieve what you want to achieve if there's no a significant motive behind it. So that is it about consistency and no grief for yourself too, right? so the question you should ask yourself now is, what am I doing now, or what do I need to do to really be consistent at this? What is my motive for doing this? I give a scenario of going to the gym. If there's no motive, if there's no reason why you need to go to the gym, there's tendency you derail, right? So for you to do anything, whatever thing you want to do, always have a motive for doing it. Always have a reason, a very, very significant reason why you should do this thing. If there are no reasons, right, trust me, 99.99% of time, you are going to stop that thing, right? You're going to stop that thing. So it is very important to get a motive for yourself. Like, I'm going to do this because of this. I'm going to do that because of that. So it helps you to really condition your head, your mind, your brain, in fact, all your body, your situation, everything. Condition it, and it keeps telling you are doing this because of this. Now stand up and do it. So I don't even if there's anyone that's ever felt guilty about you pressing your phone too much, especially in the morning. When you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is pick up your phone rather, and you're scrolling to Instagram, Twitter, blah blah blah, like that, right? And you'll be guilty that, oh, more time I've gone, no, I'm supposed to do this thing, no, I'm supposed to do that thing, no, I'm supposed to do that thing, blah blah blah. And that's like because you have a motive already, you have something pushing you. You're not supposed to be pressing your phone now. You're supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to be pressing your phone now. You're supposed to be doing this, right? That's because you have that motive, and it's coming back to you and saying, no, drop that phone and do this. Drop that phone and do this. So it's not left to you to really say, okay, this thing won't kill me. I don't hear you. I could drop the phone. I could drop the phone and do what I'm supposed to do, right? So that's one thing about myself. Whenever I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do, at that moment, there's that guilt that comes and says, you're not supposed to be doing this now. You're supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be doing this now. You're supposed to be doing that, right? So yeah, so basically it's a good thing because it helps you to really stay on track and really helps you to do whatever you want to do, right? So yeah, it's very good. It is very good. Yeah. So that is it about being consistent and not agreeing for yourself. As you know, they agree for anybody, no agree for yourself. So tell yourself, say, oh, this year, now me and you, me and you. So it is that is it. That's just it for real. Yeah. So that is it. And just on a closing note, because I'm gonna close this now. It's 20 minutes already. Right. So I'm gonna close this now. So on a closing note, right? Um no, I don't know if I should say it. Okay, let me say it. Right. So the way things are in this country now, the way things are in this country, Jesus, it's crazy, and it has made me thought of a lot of things of how it is not even favorable to live in this country, and that's being honest. Especially when you I don't want to use that word. No, that word leave my head. Especially when you come from zero or from nothing and you're trying to really achieve, you're trying to struggle to your way to the top, right? It's very, very crazy. For instance, today now, I ran on Gen, all true. And everybody knows how much petrol is in Nigeria currently. I ran on Gen, all true, because the power was crazy. The electricity they gave us was just on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And unlike before, this area I stay, there's always light, So in Nigeria, we don't really have the basic things we need to really. So in essence, what I'm saying is, in Nigeria, we don't really have the basic things we really need to try. So we have to generate power for ourselves, and it's frustrating. I'm saying this because it's annoying me because how will I have to generate power for myself and still pay for power that you're generating for me, and it's not even still consistent, right? And I need it to really achieve my goals. So imagine that, like, this country is crazy, for real. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, and it's if one is not careful, there's tendency it hampers one's journey. But we are saying no. But I've already told myself I'm not going to agree for you now, because whenever I think of Nigeria, it actually disturbed my head that we should have moved past this. We should have moved past not having light, all those things like that, right? But that's by the way. Nigeria will be good eventually. So I just said all this Nigeria thing just to rant, because I was like, Jesus, what's going on in this country? No light. Yes. That's by the way. Don't let us go into Nigeria topic. So yeah. So the end line is, no matter the Nigeria situation, no matter how tough it is very, very tough right now, and I'm not gonna dispute that. No matter how tough it is, no matter how hard it is in the country, right? You have no excuse. You have no excuse. You're going to just do what you have to do for real. You're going to have to. If you see, one thing I'm particular about is, once I see I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Once I've set my goals, that okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try it, even if it takes, even if I drill, maybe the following month, the following week, or the following day, at least I tried. So don't be a coward. Also, or why am I using that word for crying out? I want to say, don't be a coward, right? By not trying out your goals, because you never can tell where you will be in the next few weeks, few months, except you try. So try. There's no harm in trying, and there's no nobody will come and beat you. In my life, I've tried plenty things. I've tried selling slippers. Come on, let us go into that. Maybe I'm going to record a full episode of how I grew up, how my life is, and probably one or two things you can learn from it, and how I'm nobody's people. I'm nobody's people. And I don't think anybody's my people too. So I just did, that kind of thing. I just did, right? So I think, yeah, I'm gonna just do that. Record an episode that is just me focused, right? Talk about my life, talk about how it is for me growing up, and how I came out of my shell to really be able to, to say a lot, right? So let's just end it here. I'm going to see you again in my next episode. Like I said, I'm just going to be talking about anything relatable, and I know that one way or the other you've actually picked up one or two things for my ranting, for my talk, for my whatever motivation and whatever it is. I know you'd have picked up something from it. And thank you for listening in. And I'll see you again next week. Yes, next week. And I'm coming back with a banger next week. So stay tuned, listen in. Please subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel. Yeah, because I'm posting it on YouTube and Spotify. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and do well to listen to the end. You will surely, I'm saying this when I don't say that at the beginning, but it's all good. You will surely enjoy it. So stay tuned. There's more goodies coming to your way. I know that okay, let me say that, but I'm still growing and I'm learning the ropes. So yeah, we learn on the job. That's very good. So thank you for listening in. I'll see you again next week. Do have a wonderful one. Yeah, bye.